Today I've got a good one planned for you all, but first, let me get a few announcements out of the way. First of all, I wanted to say thank you all so much. Seriously, you need to understand how sincere I mean this. We have surpassed 1 million total views, and it's all because of you guys, and I can't thank you enough. Now going forward, I want you guys to know that I will no longer be doing giveaways on the channel. The next giveaway is going to be at 10,000 subscribers, and if you want in on it, you need to join the Happily Ever After Gaming Facebook group. The link is in the description, so go check it out. Also, I want to say thank you guys so much for showing love to Quick Attack Gaming. They just hit 300 subs, and that is awesome. If you click the annotation, it will open in a new window, so pause this and go say congrats. Alright, time for some adventure time. Today's thinking comes from Reddit user Crabjock. I think there's a pretty good chance that this is a great ancestor of Finn. First off, we see her in the episode Everything Stays, which was part of the Stakes special. In Stakes, we find out that she is in a group of humans, all of which wear animal hats. They set sail from Oo in search of something new. Big changes were going to happen. Fast forward to the season 7 finale, we find out that there is an island inhabited, or was, by a human. I think it's pretty safe bet that the humans in Stakes were the first settlers on this island. Another reveal in the finale is that Susan is connected to the island in a big way, and since Finn was a target to be returned to the island, he is too. Now the reason I think the young girl is Finn's ancestor, quite frankly, the hat, and the idea that they come from the same place. It's not a lot, I know, but the similarities surely matter. If people recall, in the episode Butopia, this was thought to be an Easter egg referencing Fiona. I think we all know now who it's meant to be. And since it was in the area Susan lived, I think it further stabilizes all these connections. Susan and Finn are from an island the humans in Everything Stays discovered and lived on. Now, my theory on how they left the island. For Finn, I think it's obvious that he left the island because of whatever happened to him in a vague story Martin explained to him. Being on a boat, life mission, was going to return and get him, but he didn't, etc., etc. We don't know a lot about this, but we do know that Finn was on a boat in the ocean, which is something that he had tremendous fear of, which I think is obviously to do with his subconscious, and we will find out why eventually. Finn goes from island to Oo, and the middle part is just more story to be told. Susan and the fish people. Something about Susan's chip, or whatever, being offline interests me. She obviously never got much of an education, meaning that once she did go offline, she was pretty much a child, as is obvious when Finn first meets her, and with the continued speaking problem. So it is almost like she was bred for the mission, but something broke her programming. My first theory is that the fish people were human experiments. As we know, humans are into that sort of thing now, and Susan, being a malfunctioned android, helped them escape. When you have gills and live on an island, it wouldn't be too hard. Susan would even most likely be able to swim with ease, being who she is. We know she has a tendency to throw down and rescue people from oppression. Look back at Dark Purple. My second theory, which doesn't stray too far from the first, most of the island is destroyed somehow. In this event, Susan malfunctioned, and the only thing to survive are the fish people, along with, surprise, Finn's ancestor, which we see the skull of in Butopia. This theory may run parallel with Finn's move from the island. Maybe when the island was being destroyed, Finn was on the boat escaping, while Susan and the fish people didn't make it on said boat. Both survived, but in different ways. Of course, the above theories are leaps. Anyway, all of this would bring a lot of things full circle. The origin of Finn and Susan, where humans have been for all this time, and why Finn has a fear of the ocean, and ultimately, a way to write Finn's mother into the story. We're getting close to the end, so it would make sense. Also, I want to include another message from my favorite YouTube commenter, Aaron S. So I've noticed in Gold Stars that Orgolorg is shown among the monsters that exist before nothing. And I wonder if Grobgob Globgrod, the Lich, Orgolorg, and the other ancients might be related, kind of like the primordial deities, titans, and gods of Greek mythos. Randomly predicting that Island Song is going to turn out to be a song from Finn's mother. Also, going off from the island's theory that most of the humans are living on an island, I think that baby Finn, his mom, and Martin were leaving the island for whatever reason, probably fear for Finn's safety, and that the song was a way to remind them of the freedom that they would have once they got to one of the main continents. A storm would have sent Martin overboard and left him stranded somewhere. Finn's mother would have died either at sea or after the shipwrecks resulting in a Tarzan situation for Finn, except raised by dogs, since we killed all the gorillas. Hashtag Harambe lives on. That explained his memories of being a baby and on a ship, his initial fear of the ocean, and why Martin doesn't seem to care anymore, because he already grieved the loss of his family and moved on, only later to find out his son is alive. I also want to see Finn and Breezy shipped, just because. Okay everyone, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for the island? I'm still being owned by this YouTube algorithm change. Revenue for December is not even a fraction of what it was this time last month. The goal here is that the channel grows, so that one day I could make it my career. But YouTube is pushing me back down the hill I've been climbing for so long. I'm going to slow uploading down to once a week for now with the Adventure Time series. I am working 56 hours a week right now at work and continuing my powerlifting routine, and it's really taking it out of me. Also, I wanted to say I didn't forget about you Patreon backers. Currently we have 2. I had 2 last month, but then we lost one and gained another in his place. So thanks to my patrons. You guys will be receiving your custom-made autographed cards soon, I promise. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like. If not, give it a dislike. Love you all, and I'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for watching. Happily ever after gaming, man.